Hello, little Pinesouls, and welcome to episode 4 of my Mustang Makeover. Today we will be training 3211 again, and later go on a little ride out. After a slow, relaxing morning, I decided to take 3211 out of the paddock. Before we started training, I of course had to clean her and give her some treats and tag her up. I am planning on finally taking 3211 to the equestrian center to train her there, but first we will start with the round pen. And while I was peacefully training my Mustang, something spooked my other mare in the paddock, and I realized I forgot to close the gate. I quickly went after her to get her back to the paddock. I checked her out, but she seemed completely fine, luckily, so I decided to bring her back. Before I just put her back, I decided to first check out the paddock. The only thing I found was this bird, so I really don't know if she actually got spooked by this bird or something else. I also made sure to check for snakes, but didn't find anything, so I put her back and she directly went under the little shelter. So I was sure I can go back to training. 3211 was again doing amazing, but I wasn't surprised anymore. It's now almost 6 months that I've been working with her, and we had so much progress. She was always a strong and brave horse before already, but it seems like she got so much more confident through all the training. I was sure it was time to take her to the Rift Equestrian Center to do some proper training. But first we had to get there. I was excited for this little trip together. It will be the first time for her being in a more public space, where maybe also some other horses are visible. And to be honest, I was also really excited to figure out how she will do. On our way there, we also had to cross a little river. And I would say, just see for yourself how she did. She just needed some reassurance. And then she mastered it perfectly. With the sun rising even higher on the sky, the temperature of the day was rising too, so we decided to take a little break in Blackwater to get some refreshments. "3211 behaved really good, even though it was her first time in a city. Before going to the store to get some drinks for myself, I made sure to give her plenty of water and a very juicy carrot. After leaving the store, I decided to plop my ass on the ground and enjoy my cold drink. With my drink finished, it was also time to continue our journey. And just like that, we arrived. But before we start training, we have to take a little break again. With the Mustang makeover slowly coming to an end, I decided to focus on some more advanced training. So we started to explore some obstacles and see how she does. And to my surprise, she was doing pretty well. But I do have to say, if the path is a little bit more narrow, she does get nervous. She really liked to go faster than slower, and to my surprise, she decided to jump, and I let her. After some time of trying different obstacles, I decided it was time for a break. And because jumping was her most favorite activity, later in the evening we made our way over to the jumping course. Unfortunately, we had to figure out that someone else was using the jumping course, so we decided to do some cross-country instead. And to be honest, I think that was the right decision, because she had more time to prepare for a jump. And in the end, she did it amazing. She was definitely scared to do all the jumps, so some of them she just skipped, and that was okay, because it was still the first time ever doing some cross-country. And for doing that for the first time, I think she did absolutely amazing. To see her so confidently do all the jumps made me feel super proud. Almost 6 months. The time went so fast. After some more training, we made our way to our new home. We arrived perfectly with the sun setting. And even though the house is far from completely ready to live in, we had the essentials here. And with the final Mustang makeover event coming closer, I decided to buy her some new tag. And she looked absolutely beautiful in it. After getting 3211 ready for the night, I decided to bring her to her new pasture. And being able to use it for the first time made me feel so joyful. All the trees and bushes and the forest around us. It was just beautiful. So beautiful. And I knew that my horses will feel absolutely happy in here. To end the day, I enjoyed some nice hot lavender tea while just watching the sunset. Tomorrow, me and my friend Akame are going on a little trail ride, and for that I need to be well rested. Through the Grapevine was picked up today from my future, or more, my new neighbor's property, because she's used as a lesson horse at McFarlane's ranch for teens to ride because of her very motherly and calm nature. So when the next day started, I got ready to pick her up again. And of course 3211 was happily grazing in her new pasture before I got her ready for the trail ride. But of course we didn't rush our first morning in our finally new home. It is very convenient for us that McFarland's ranch is so close to our property. It doesn't even take us 10 minutes to get here. And while I was entering the ranch, I kept my eyes open to see if I could see Jacob anywhere. He is the kid that rides Grapevine for his lessons. After 5 minutes, he finally came up with Grapevine. We decided to put both mares into the round pen, so I could wait for my friend to arrive. And while I was waiting and slowly melting in the sun, I saw that my friend and future housemate Akame arrived. We decided to catch up with each other before we went on our way on a trail ride. I was so happy to see her again and was looking forward to this trail ride because we haven't gone on any for a long time, so it was extra exciting. I know her over a decade already. She is basically my family. And after all those years, she's still next to me all the time. So I'm really excited for her to move into my house too. We both share so many similarities and our view on life is basically the same. I always feel super comfortable with her and I can always be my true self around her. We had so much fun together on this trail ride and the time went so fast we didn't even notice that we almost arrived at our destination. Just one more river to cross before we can relax and let the horses graze. While we were resting, I was looking at 3211, thinking of a name, thinking of all the memories, all the hardships, all the storms we went through, just everything. And all of a sudden, I knew. I will call her Willow in the Storm.
1, 2, 3, 4. In a meadow where the wide rivers roam stood an ancient willow in the storm by the water. She swayed in the breeze. Tell me, Willow, have you seen? My roots, they go deep and withstand every challenge of leap into the wind's wild song. A brave heart is born, that's the tale.